Did eBay take away a seller's option to provide handling fees? Let's talk about it.
Hey everyone, it's Daren and Kathy over there.
Hi.
We are back in the toy barn. I've had a little bit of problems with this camera today, so
It's been persistent.
I've been trying to make sure it's following me and put me right where I need to be as best we can, but for some reason it's been a little bit quirky, so if there's anything about it that don't seem normal, I will apologize to you in advance. But this week has been a little odd. We've been having a lot of, I'm not going to call it issues because it's becoming almost every other day right now for us on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and yes, on District, because Kathy's going to be telling you about the sales today. But the sales today I think she's going to talk to you about is Madcap Toys plus items that are coming up. And I believe she said, if I've got it right, 15 items?
Yes.
So she's got 15 sales to tell you about, so we're really happy about that. Really thankful for those sales. But things right now for us, and let me know in the feedback how it's going for you guys down in the comments below. They seem to be off again, on again. We get about one day a week where things just are firing on all cylinders on, well, every site. And by every site, it's based upon the proportion of items we have on those sites. So I think, example, we have like 8 to 1,000 items on Poshmark. 800 to 1,000. We'll get one or two sales there, let's say every week on that site or so, or every couple of days. Depends on when the site's allowing you to be seen or what have you. Mercari will fire like crazy, and then you can always tell that they're working on the site because you start getting a little bit of errors or your sales just die, and then you see a little changeover on the faceplate of the site. So things go here, things go there with that. eBay right now for us, we'll have 1 to 2 really good days, and those days, I almost hate to say it, but I'm going to say it, are either Wednesday we rock and roll, or Friday we rock and roll, or Sunday we rock and roll. The other times are going to be Thursdays, always iffy. If we make good sales on that day, seems like it's everybody else. Mercari, Poshmark, and even, yes, District. But it's just right now things are hit and miss for us. I don't know how it is, but please tell us how it is for you in the comments below. We are still listing. We're putting on like crazy. I am really hitting it hard right now, but more I'm hitting it to get pictures for the holiday season that's coming up, because we are in the burrs, guys. Even though we in Indiana are going to have a little bit warmer period of time over the next 7 days, we are heading towards the burrs. When it gets cool, people start staying inside, doing more inside, whatever they're doing, they start to shop. And when they start shopping, that's when you as a reseller, we've been on here for 25 years, and I know there's other people that watch this that have been on here just about as long or longer, some of them. We start to hit the boards real hard, because that's what you want to do as a seller, because that's when your sales are. Sometimes you can get, what, 75% of your sales in the last 4 months? Is that about right?
Yeah.
I'd say that's about it. Yeah, maybe more, maybe a little less. But guys, we're going to turn it over real quick to Kathy. Let us know what's going on with you guys and how things are going, because we get a lot of feedback in our little groups, from Madcap Toys on Facebook to our reseller community. We've got, how many people now?
Over 1,000.
Yeah. But what's the one that's the Whatnot reselling group that we're a part of, that we're over? We've got like, what, 15,000?
We're hitting 50,000.
How many? Oh my goodness, I'm way behind. So I've got to update my numbers. We're over 50,000 now, and I want to thank you guys for coming and being part of whatever community we're a part of, and thank you for including us in your lives and for talking back and forth to you. Because a lot of the times, guys, when I tell you we get told this or we get told that, you may not see it in the comments below in our videos, but a lot of people will contact us and tell us in the little groups that we're a part of. And we're a part of a couple other groups that we're not over, but a lot of the information we get is our personal private groups.
Yep.
So everyone's welcome to join it. But let us know what's going on. This is very important, because you're going to find a lot of information about what's going on in the various selling markets when you're part of those groups. All right, Angel, I'm going to give it to you.
Hey, happy Friday, folks. Kathy here, Madcap Toys. You're back in the toy barn. I got to fix this really quick. there.
Same little size differential.
Sorry, yeah, we're totally two different heights. So, want to talk to you guys about something. Saw this in the social media world, so I wanted to kind of recap. This is something that Daren and Kathy doesn't do or hasn't done in 25 years, but we know it was available for many, many years up until whatever point, I don't know. Handling fees. Let's talk about it. There are people that do add handling fees to their products, some of them, whether they're bigger items, etc., not sure. And it was brought up to the attention that the handling fee area, the box where you can add a handling fee, is gone. It's been gone for a little while. Now, can sellers still add handling fees? Yes, however, there's a caveat to that. If you want to add handling fees to your item, you have to do it and add it to the shipping cost. And that's the way it goes. There is no box anymore where you can go shipping, handling fee like it used to be.
Okay, so that have you checked most stores to make sure they removed it? Yes,
I have went everywhere. I have also contacted our AI and all of that, and it pulls up data. Okay. It's gone in the fact you can't do it like the old way anymore. But if you wanted to do that, you have to get off calculated and do a flat shipping cost, make whatever it is, make sure you weigh and all that, you all know about that, but add the handling fees to that. That's the only way you're going to be doing that. So I don't think you'd be able to do it with calculated shipping, because when they calculate it, they just mean straight cost. So let me know in the comments below if you offer handling fee or you put handling fees to your items. Let me know if you've known this for a while or it's brand new to you, but a couple people had brought it up.
Found this out in our groups?
Brought it up in our communities, in our groups. Yes, handling fee. Like I said, back in the old days, you could add it in a separate box. That box is gone. If you want to add handling fees, you got to do basically the flat rate and add it to your total shipping costs. It's gonna make it more, but if that's how you work your business, then that's the way that you can do that. Me and Daren don't do it.
We've never done it.
We've never done it. We just do what we do and go from there and add our postage fees here and there and tack it onto our pricing and stuff like that. So we don't do it that way. But yeah, that was brought up actually.
Yeah. Well,
so let us know in the comments below.
I would have never looked for it because, like, you know, we don't do it. We just have a basic cost that not cost, but when we get a product, we do basic research on what it costs us and what it's basic selling for. And we usually go through there.
Yeah, and I remember the little empty box being there at one time for a while. And so when I started noticing gone, I kind of put it in the back of my head because, like, again, we're sellers that didn't ever use it, but I'm sure there were folks out there, many folks out there that did use it. So
well, I knew one guy that did, and we had a discussion about it. Of course, it's private,
right? But
it's like, do you do that? And I said, no, man, I don't do it because I try to do this, that, and the other. And we get a lot of people that even like, hey, let's do a flat rate shipping instead of calculated. Well, the reason we do calculated is because things can vary so widely.
Yeah, we're more of the calculated kind, only because all of the postal carriers, all of you alike, keep raising their rates. So I don't want to have to fool with over 14,000 items plus.
And honestly,
just can't
probably
be
about
done.
70% of our stuff goes out to California or wherever.
Goes out really far, some of them. So I didn't want to fool with it. I don't have time to fool with it. It's just, there's just too much between you know, what we do with here with our reselling, what we do with my regular job and insurance and so on and so forth. We have other irons in the fire, including YouTube, and so it's not something that we wanted to handle at this point. So we're gonna get to it. 15 items sold on Madcap Toys, plus a plethora of stuff, and I know Daren's got to find me another anime book that I just sold today, so that's gonna be totally awesome. And that's actually the first item that we're going to show today, an anime book.
Cool.
Yeah, so pick these up on a half price arbitrage we did a while back in the winter, where we filled the bag and filled a bunch and hope for the best of CDs, DVDs, and the like. And Daren said, throw these anime books in, see what's up. At first, I was not happy about it. At first, I thought, oh gosh, that might take a while to sell. But they've been doing pretty good.
You've got to watch anime because some of them get pretty risque.
Yeah, they do get pretty risque, so we tried to make sure that we did our best to not make it, that we found books that had some decent covers,
etc. If we got questions, we just put them and give sort of a warning.
Right, so number 1, Dance in the Vampire Bun Forgotten Tales 7 Seas Entertainment book. Of course, was found on the media shelf. And positive feedback already. This one sold for $11 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Not too bad for something we paid maybe about 45 cents for.
That's not bad at all.
Very, very good. All right, next up, sold a DVD. This is called The American Experience. Streamliners, America's Lost Trains DVD. It was found in our new area of DVDs in Jordan Shelf 3. And this one sold for regular price, $6.99 plus ship. It's very good. Moving right ahead. And next up, one of my favorite 80s bands. Yes, indeed. I was there basically the whole time they were doing stuff. But this one actually was from 2003 that they released. Bon Jovi self-titled CD. This one was a Target exclusive back in 2023. And I think we have some more Bon Jovis in here somewhere. Maybe not the Slippery one, Wet 87 one, but we do have a couple of them in there. I couldn't tell you the titles because we have lots of CDs. But this one sold for regular price, $6.99 plus ship. Very good.
Well, I was going through a few records yesterday looking for the one we shipped. And I've got a few, by, like, I think it is Cheap Trick and what have you.
Yeah.
Things. So sometimes I'm going to throw up some demos on there as I get a chance on that. We're doing the 45s right now.
Yeah.
But eventually I've got some that I'm going to move and
Hey, have you guys been seeing the shorts where Daren has been putting on records like Fleetwood Mac and Tina Turner? There's some other ones.
Everything.
But I'm telling you what, the views have been nuts about it. But we try to link all of our everything, including toys, into our eBay listings and as well, just so people can see it, can view it, and that we have it in stock. It's not something that we have that we got to order somewhere else to ship. So this is all of our inventory.
Right. Well, we're doing the demos, for instance, of a lot of the things on the channel you're watching now.
Yep.
The others will go on MMC 1969,
which is basically stands for Madcap Music Channel. Yeah. So he also plays some of them.
I play the entire record usually, unless we just decide to do a single because of time constraints or something.
And we link it up to that as well, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this one's a cassette tape, and positive feedback has already been there. They liked how I carefully packed it and stacked it and got it there. She's Having a Baby, original motion picture soundtrack cassette tape. You ever remember that one? I don't remember that. It's a movie called She's Having a Baby. I don't remember it. I really honestly don't. I don't have it on the listing.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Not sure. It's a white, as you guys can see, it's a white front. Doesn't show any picture. Let me know in the comments below if you know what it is. Let me know. And it sold for $7.99 plus ship. Very, very good for a used cassette tape. It's amazing. Amazing. All right. Yeah, we sold some toys. I love this, especially at this time of year. Got these from a Target pallet. I've sold them all out, and I had like 3 cases full. From Monster Jam, Dirt Squad Drillium 1/64 scale. We had them on River Shelf 4 and Jordan Shelf 4, and again, sellout, complete sellout. And it sold for $8.99 plus ship. So just those little cars that I had, sold them all. I didn't know at first. I thought, oh goodness, how long is it going to take me to move through these? I've sold them all out. It's been amazing. Something that my 2 grandsons, my upcoming grandson, will be born in February, but my grandson that's here, he'll be 2 in February. He would love to play with Monster Jam pretty well. Nana's thinking Christmas right now, for sure.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. All right, and something that today wouldn't be likely to be worn because right down here in Indiana, the Midwest, it is in the high 80s again, so we wouldn't be wearing these right now. But Wild Fable women's high-rise jogging sweatpants with pockets. It's always good if you have pockets in your sweatpants. Color is red. Positive feedback was given. It was a size extra large. 3 more are available. And yeah, I toned down the price a little bit because I want to move them. I still have a ton of them, different sizes. This one sold for $8.95 plus ship. I only paid $1 for these. So
there you go.
Beautiful, beautiful profit there, even with the markdown. All right, this looked like a cute looking DVD. Got this in mass quantity. From 2011, The Amazing World of Gumball, The Mystery from Warner Brothers. And this DVD sold for $7.19 plus ship. So probably gave about a 10% discount or so to move. I'm sure they sent me the offer, and I said, sure, in the middle of the night.
There you go.
Absolutely. All right. And next up, 33 RPM vinyl records are still selling. Daren just recently sold one the other day.
Yeah.
Keeps on going. This one was found in the shed. We have an Ellie shelf back there, Ellie shelf 5. If you're watching, hey, Ellie. This is a 33 RPM vinyl record. How about this K-Star and Count Basie 12-inch? And this one sold for $5.99 plus ship. So
pretty good, yeah.
Got ready to move that a little bit because it was more of a common kind of record. Wasn't something like Fleetwood Mac or anything like that. It was just one of those. Seems like the older ones sometimes, unless it's a specific thing, the people are just kind of like, I think it's more demand, like how many are still out there in the world.
Well, I think it's like generational, to be honest with you. Like with some of the generations we're still dealing with, some is a little older. They may not have the record players like they used to have. They may not be able due to health reasons. So you sort of got to gear around, which makes some things collectible. Let's say like Fats Domino or whoever. A little bit more collectible. But it's going to be to a more tiered audience.
That's right. All right, football season is a-coming. Somebody bought a older book, a spiral-bound book about football, Winning State Football 4th edition, Steve Knight spiral bound book. Got this at a yard sale, honestly. Got it in a stack of books. It was in the box. We put it up for sale, and it sold for $6 plus ship. Not too bad for a yard sale book. Probably paid a quarter or less. Amazing. I love those yard sale finds. And right now we've got festivals going on in our area. I've seen some yard sale posts, so we may be trekking it this weekend. See what's going on.
Yeah, we may be hunting. I mean, it's not like we're lacking inventory, but we may be hunting just because it's here. You know? It'll pretty much be the big roundup, right?
It would be the big roundup. Probably the last of the last. Usually this festival means it's the last of the last.
Right.
For a while, till spring, anyway. All right, and from a Target palette, this is a cute little dress. United by Blue women's organic t-shirt, navy size large. Cute little dress. And it sold for $11.04 plus ship. Again, paid $1 getting ready to move it. It was a little bit higher, stayed there for a while. And again, I'm starting to move product. I want some clothing moved out so I can start getting some space again.
Totally agree.
All right, this one got a positive feedback already. Another DVD. This one was new and sealed. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 2000 special edition. Brand new sealed, never been opened, never been watched, this particular one. And it sold for $6.99 plus ship. So not a move on the base price. Right. People are buying them for that. So amazing, amazing. Even if they're not brand new. Pretty good.
It happens.
All right. And next up, another CD. Let's see. It was a repeat buyer. Hey, Robert, if you're watching.
Thank you.
He bought 2 of these, and I'm going to put them up in the picture. 2 Sunvolt CDs. This first one was Union by Sunvolt CD from 2019. And it sold, I think it combined shipping, I think on this one. Sold for $4.79 plus ship. And the second one was Electro Melodier by Sunvolt CD from 2021. And that sold for $5.99 plus ship. So very good. And next up, more CDs. We've been selling the CDs pretty good this time.
We have been selling CDs, but that's a lot of what we put on, and sports cards, of course, as of late.
Yeah. And DVDs today for me.
And coins. We've got like a system going, and right now, because we're trying to flush out a few items before we get a big toy buy, because we're wanting more room, and you know how it is.
We'll space it out. We'll move it out. All right, next CD, Spoon, Gaga, Gaga, Gaga. That's exactly what it's called. Found in the shed, of course. Positive feedback left. And this one sold for, let me make sure it's right. Okay. My eyes are crazy. $5.99 plus ship. Very good.
There you go.
On that one. And lastly, on the 15th sale, sold another CD. This one is Escape the Fate by Escape the Fate. A CD from 2010 found in the shed, and this one sold for $6.39 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. So this is our Friday video. So yeah, our plans, I guess, is to go to the last yard sales, because again, we have 2 counties that usually really like to do that, do a lot of stuff where they have community yard sales together.
We'll be going
and
up
everything,
to,
so
I'm trying to think of that town, if I
Steinsville.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
Steinsville,
little towns to go
Ellettsville's
visit.
having their fest. We don't go to that anymore because it's just a little strip of,
crowded.
it doesn't have yard sales there. Yeah, there's yard sales around, so I've just seen them in some of the areas we went last year. I've seen some signs coming up and stuff.
Are they down yonder?
Yeah, by my insurance client down the road from here. So can't wait to see Steven. He'll probably have a yard sale and some of those others as well. So excited to see.
Yeah.
Excited to see what they got. You got anything else
Yes,
for us?
I do. I want to ask you a question because it's been maybe a couple weeks.
Okay.
How do you feel about the auto feedback? What's going on?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't mind the normal thing because Macari gives just a bland statement too when it does it. I like my numbers going up.
Yeah.
And again, we talked about the Monday thing. You guys watched the Monday video. If you haven't, you need to watch it after this. But there's some pros and cons about it. So there are some pros. I do feel like there are some cons when it comes to not getting that personal touch like we talked about on Monday. I do think it's going to make buyers seem more lazier to not leave personal touch feedback. But I do like the fact
that
I'm getting feedback for everything, that I know I'm going to get feedback for everything. What is your take on it?
My personal opinion is this has been long overdue. As you know, I won't say argued, but gone back and forth with eBay reps several times on things. And the reason being is, and you're going to put me on that camera.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But the reason being is, I feel like as a seller on a site that demands and pivots everything around a feedback rating, I feel like feedback should be given. My only negative about the feedback that we have currently going on with eBay is, thank goodness we're getting the feedback automatically after, what they want to say, 8-9 days, something like that. I'm appreciative for that. The only thing is, it needs to be counted in the numbers as it goes down. In other words, it ought to be put on there like anybody's left a feedback.
Right.
I don't like it where people have 7 days, 30 days, 60 days after all that to leave you a feedback, because we just had an instance where somebody wasn't interested in leaving feedback till we got feedback and then they changed it to neutral. I don't feel that's fair. I don't really mind, like, the neutral statements. That's fine. You can say what you want. That's your opinion. That's all feedback is basically anyway. But I do think that there ought to be a cutoff date or time for people on the feedback, and it shouldn't take 60 days to decide if you like a product or not. You should, if you've got 30 days to return the product, it should be no more than 30 days, because at the end of the day, sooner or later, us sellers want to move on. But even with that being said, I'm thankful for the feedback, at least getting on there in some form. Let me know what you guys think about the auto feedback, and if you think it still can be, like I do, a little bit, what do you want to call it, touched up? What would you call it?
I guess.
You guess? You don't know?
I'm spaced out. It's the weekend.
Yeah, it is. She must be on, I don't know. She's on something, apparently. She must be taking old lady pills,
thanks,
right?
Thanks.
All right, guys, but I'm going to turn it back to Kathy. Just let me know what you think about the feedback, the way they're doing it. Have you seen a big increase? And the increase is great. But again, do you think it could be better? I do. And when they ask, I'll tell them. So go ahead.
Old lady pills coming from an old man. Anyway, it's been fun. It's been real. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, that you find some excellent finds, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.